Imagine a fighter jet that doesn't just outfly enemy aircraft, it outthinks them, outmaneuvers them, and outlasts them in a theater where dominance is no longer about just speed or firepower, but about networks, autonomy, and control of the invisible electromagnetic spectrum. Welcome to the NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance. This isn't just an aircraft. It's the beginning of a revolution in air combat. NGAD is not simply a replacement for the F-22 Raptor. It's a vision of what air superiority looks like in the 2030s and beyond. Developed by the United States Air Force as part of a broader strategy to maintain overwhelming air dominance over near-peer adversaries like China and Russia, the NGAD program is multifaceted, top secret in many of its details, and already underway. But let's pull together what we do know, and why this fighter could change warfare forever. At the heart of NGAD is a concept called the family of systems. It's not one aircraft, it's a team, a network of manned and unmanned platforms working together in real time. The centerpiece is a manned 6th-generation stealth fighter, designed to be the most lethal and survivable aircraft ever created. Surrounding it are collaborative combat aircraft, or CCA drones, autonomous or semi-autonomous support aircraft that act as missile trucks, sensor nodes, decoys, or electronic warfare platforms. These drones don't just follow commands, they adapt, they make decisions, and they allow the pilot to extend their reach and capability exponentially. The NGAD manned fighter is rumored to feature all-aspect stealth, meaning it is practically invisible to radar from every angle. Unlike the F-22 or F-35, which are optimized for frontal stealth, NGAD is designed for complete signature control. That means not only radar signature, but also infrared, acoustic, and even electromagnetic emissions are suppressed or masked. This allows the aircraft to enter contested airspace and survive where current 5th-generation jets would be detected and shot down. Powering this advanced stealth machine is a next-gen adaptive cycle engine, most likely developed under the AETP Adaptive Engine Transition Program. Unlike traditional jet engines, this powerplant adapts its bypass ratio on the fly, giving the pilot either maximum thrust or fuel efficiency as needed. It cools more efficiently, enables longer range, and provides surplus electricity to power directed energy weapons, high-powered sensors, and electronic warfare suites. Let's talk about speed and range. If the F-22 was fast and agile, NGAD takes that to a new level. It is expected to supercruise at supersonic speeds for extended durations without afterburners. And its range is a game changer. Designed specifically with the vast Pacific theater in mind, NGAD is projected to fly more than twice as far as the F-22, potentially up to 1,000 nautical miles on internal fuel. That means it can launch from bases farther back, stay on station longer, and operate deep inside enemy territory without the need for tanker support, critical in a future war where tankers themselves are vulnerable. Now, armament. Although the exact weapons loadout remains classified, NGAD is expected to carry a mix of next-generation air-to-air missiles, including the AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, a longer-range, faster successor to the AIM-120 AMRAAM. It may also carry hypersonic weapons, directed energy systems like lasers or microwave weapons, and advanced air-to-ground precision munitions. But what makes NGAD unique is not just what it carries, it's how it carries it. Internal weapon bays keep the aircraft stealthy, but modular bays may allow different loadouts based on the mission, whether air superiority, suppression of enemy air defenses, or long-range strikes. What about situational awareness? Here, NGAD leaves everything else behind. Equipped with panoramic sensors, distributed aperture systems, and AI-powered data fusion, the pilot doesn't just see, they understand. NGAD synthesizes data from satellites, drones, AWACS, ground sensors, and even cyber feeds in real time, providing a three-dimensional battlespace picture with predictive threat analysis. Enemy moves are anticipated, not just reacted to. This intelligence is not only shared within the aircraft but across the entire networked force, enabling faster, coordinated decisions across multiple domains. Artificial intelligence plays a massive role. NGAD's onboard AI systems act as co-pilots, threat assessors, and mission managers. They help reduce the pilot's workload and increase survivability. In some scenarios, the AI can take full control of the aircraft, executing evasive maneuvers or engaging threats if the pilot is incapacitated. The AI also coordinates with autonomous CCAs, managing the swarm, delegating tasks like jamming, missile interception, or reconnaissance, depending on what the mission requires. One of the most groundbreaking concepts behind NGAD is interoperability and modularity. This isn't a closed system. NGAD is being built with open architecture in mind, meaning it can integrate with allied systems, evolve rapidly through software upgrades, and accept plug-and-play hardware from various contractors. This is a response to the rigid, slow upgrade cycles of earlier jets like the F-22. With NGAD, updates can be deployed almost as quickly as a smartphone software patch. And then there's survivability. In a future war, airbases may be bombed, GPS jammed, and communications disrupted. NGAD anticipates that. It's designed with resilient communications systems, alternative navigation methods, and even autonomous mission continuation capabilities if contact with command is lost. It's also hardened against cyberattacks, with secure, redundant systems that can fight through digital warfare environments. NGAD will not operate alone. The USAF envisions each manned NGAD fighter flying with multiple drones, some loyal wingmen, others expendable assets, forming a distributed force that can overwhelm enemy defenses, mislead enemy sensors, and dominate the airspace. This approach reduces risk to human pilots while multiplying force effectiveness. It also allows commanders to scale missions up or down based on the threat level, using more unmanned platforms when facing higher risk environments. Let's not forget about survivability in terms of logistics. NGAD is being designed with maintainability in mind, using advanced materials that reduce wear and corrosion, self-diagnosing systems, and modular components that can be replaced in hours instead of days. This means more time in the air and less time in the hangar. Development of NGAD has already passed major milestones. In fact, a prototype reportedly flew as early as 2020, though almost no official details were released. Multiple defense contractors are involved, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman among them, and the Air Force has adopted a Digital Century Series model for procurement. That means faster development cycles, more competition, and regular introduction of new variants, instead of waiting 30 years between fighters. Funding is substantial. The USAF plans to invest tens of billions of dollars into NGAD over the next decade. Each aircraft is projected to cost several $100 million, perhaps more than the F-22, but in this case, cost equals capability. In a future fight against China over the Pacific or Russia in contested European skies, air dominance is not optional, it's essential. NGAD is not just an insurance policy, it's a deterrent. NGAD is also expected to influence the development of future Navy aircraft. A parallel program, known as F/A-XX, is underway to replace the F/A-18 Super Hornet for the Navy's carrier air wings. It's likely that NGAD technologies, especially propulsion, stealth, and AI systems, will be shared or adapted for naval use, creating a joint ecosystem of next-generation aircraft across services. Of course, no system is invulnerable. China is developing its own sixth-generation programs, building massive missile arsenals designed to deny U.S. access to the Indo-Pacific. But NGAD is meant to be a step ahead, a way to stay unpredictable, agile, and dominant in the skies no matter the scenario. It represents the bleeding edge of aerospace innovation, where every sensor, every weapon, and every byte of data matters. There's a philosophical shift here, too. In the past, air combat was about dogfights, radar locks, and missile range. NGAD changes that. It's about information warfare, artificial intelligence, and domination of the electromagnetic spectrum. The future pilot may not pull Gs in a turning battle, but will instead orchestrate a battle from the center of a digital storm, managing drones, commanding assets, and deploying force at the speed of thought. As the 2030s approach, the United States faces increasing competition not only in air power but in the very concept of what warfare is. NGAD is the Pentagon's answer, a statement that air superiority will not be surrendered, and that technological innovation, when done right, can maintain peace through overwhelming advantage. So when you hear, next-generation air dominance, think beyond just a jet. Think of a battle network in the sky. Think of swarms of autonomous aircraft, AI-driven decision-making, and weapons moving at hypersonic speed. Think of pilots with godlike awareness, enemy systems blinded and jammed, and stealth aircraft flying where no radar can see. That's NGAD. That's the future of air combat. And it's already taking shape.